All right, everyone, and welcome once again to Midwestern Career College Podcast Connections. My name is Geovanny Mayorga, and we are recording from our 203 North LaSalle campus. I'd like to welcome everyone to our new episode. Now, we are speaking to two of our previous guests on the podcast. Before we spoke to them more specifically about their personal journey, now we'll be speaking to them more about what they do and the services they provide for you, the student, here at Midwestern Career College. So, you've seen their podcast or their episode in the past, so welcome Eric Valdez and Monica Loayza. How are you guys?
Good, Gio. Thank you so much for having us.
Hi, Gio. Thank you for having us again.
Looking forward to our conversation. It's always fun to have you guys on the episode. What's going on? Anything new and exciting?
Well, nothing new in my world. Just looking to plan a getaway this year. Looking to hopefully go to Asia, Japan,
Wow.
Tokyo. Hopefully.
Congrats.
So,
Really?
it's been 2 years since I haven't left the country in over 2 years, so I believe this is my year to travel again.
Why Japan?
I love their culture. I really wanted this. I haven't been to Asia, so I'm really interested in.
Yeah,
Hopeful.
I agree. How about you, Monica?
Well, trying to survive this weather, but at the same time, happy that we are here one more time and that I'm just getting new hobbies in life. So I'm very much focused on singing abilities right now. So that's something that has helped me to cope with a little bit of the weather here and at the same time discover new talent. So excited for that.
Nice.
And
Could be on America's Got Talent, or
Honestly, I wish I could go. It's something about music, you know. I like to always been a big fan of concerts and music in general, but this year has been more of discovery of singing. I used to do it when I was younger. Now that's not long ago, but obviously it's a way to connect, and you have to connect with the things that you like, and you just have to dare to do it. So yeah.
And guess what I got her for Christmas?
Oh yes, he got
karaoke?
me
A karaoke
Oh, did he?
machine. I feel bad for her neighbors.
My neighbors are grateful for that.
Nice. So in the previous episode, we spoke more specifically about your journey. This particular episode, we'll speak more about the services you provide to students here at Midwestern Career College. And they're great services. You've both done an excellent job with
Thank
all the
you.
resources that you're providing students and how you're preparing students for success. So let's talk a little bit about, Eric, what you're doing for students in student services.
Yes, so hi everyone, this is Eric Valdez, your Student Success Coordinator, Student Services. So I'm updating the Student Services website, LibGuides, with new resources for you. So we have new domestic violence resources, we have substance abuse resources, so if you are experiencing substance abuse, please reach out to me or utilize the resources that I have added on the site. I am also the house liaison for homelessness students, so if you are experiencing homelessness, please reach out to me. I'm here to support you, and I can connect you with great resources. We also do have on the Student Services site the new guide for students. So if you are a new student, we do have for your specific program, you do have a step-by-step guide to get you acclimated for your first day. And what else? We do offer academic advising. If you're looking for academic advising, go to the Student Services site, click on academic advising, look for your academic manager, advisor, fill out the tutoring form, and I'll connect you with those tutoring services.
Nice. And Monica, what do you do? What are you doing now with your career services?
Well, career services, as you probably already know, will help you with your resume, practicing a mock job interview, preparing you to land a job and keep your job, becoming a great professional in the field you have chosen. And we've been focused this past months and last year to build a new MCC Career Talk episodes and sessions. Basically, the idea is for you to create a safe environment where you get to mingle with other students from other programs and share experiences, one another, resources. With Eric too, we joined the session so we can talk about how to build your resume, your LinkedIn, how to land a job, mock interview and all that, but also Topics that are important, like, for example, how to keep a balance between your work life, your student life, any other support that you might need throughout the program. And as well, once you become a graduate, you can always be in contact with career services. And the idea is for you to keep this long-term relationship with the school. Ultimately, to never lose the support that the school provides. And if you need any advice, we meet one-on-one counseling for your career purposes. If you want to find another job, if you want me to look at your resume, the department is always available for you.
Yeah, wonderful. And I know you guys work together, and you should work together. Part of what we do is to ensure that our students are successful before and while they work with career services, to ensure that they're healthy physically, mentally, nourished, which are some of the programs that you work with, Eric, in terms of anything from domestic violence to homelessness. And obviously, it's important for them to be healthy in that sense so that they can go ahead and work with Monica in a healthy sense and be successful trying to, get their career on the right track. So talk a little bit about the domestic side, or domestic violence and homelessness that you work on.
Yeah, so I did. So if you are experiencing any homelessness, I am the health liaison for MCC. So I connect you with resources, guide you. If you want to talk or vent, I have an open door policy in my office, so you can just come and vent. But yeah, all those resources will be located in the Student Services website, as well as the domestic violence resources. I added a manual as well, a PDF manual. If you click on the manual, it will connect you with resources here in Chicago and the surrounding states. I am currently working on Ohio resources, but I did add mental health resources for Ohio, as well as substance abuse resources. Domestic violence resources for Ohio, I'm still working on that, but that's what I have so far.
Wonderful. And then you guys work together with the Career Talks, right?
Yes.
Which is something that's more career services related.
Yes, we like a lot the events that we actually host here at our different campuses. We can go to Naperville, Evergreen Park, and LaSalle, and obviously our Ohio students get the chance to meet with us virtually. We keep a very open communication when it comes to helping any of the students, whatever their struggle is like. And the idea for them is also to have this purpose of creating the support that we need to give them. And I believe that this is so important, especially because they go into the fields of healthcare. So we need to be sure that we are preparing professionals that are capable of sustaining, extra support for humans, that ultimately that's what they're going to work with patients and either business or either healthcare. You'll be in contact with humans all the time. So we want our students to know, first of all, how to obtain this personal growth academically, but also with, mental health conversations, and how to build your relationship with employers, how to become a better professional at work. So the idea is just to provide this to the student community. And I'm a firmer belief that an education service should be always integrating all these aspects. So our collaboration is always active, and we brainstorm what events we can just have together. And Eric does a great job by decorating, and the energy he brings into the events helps also career service events, and vice versa. So we take pictures, we make sure that the students can showcase and be part of this long term while they're here and after with their careers and all that. So it's pretty cool.
We want a welcoming environment, but also a safe environment. So that's why Monica came up with the Career Talks, and we kind of collaborate together, because it's good that, students are getting jobs and placement, but, a lot of students are either nervous or unaware of the resources that we do have. So that's why we want to, build this club together and utilize the services and resources that we do have.
Yes, it was very interesting to see them the first session, remember? And then how they evolved throughout the sessions. And at the end, we got them like a certification a diploma of participation. And we saw they're more confident, We had a presence of our internationals and domestic students. Some of them got hired, obviously. Some others continue finishing their program, but we saw they build the skills of self-confidence and ultimately the support that they require.
And they also
sessions.
network with each other, right? You get
Yes.
to network with each other, with
Exactly.
us.
With each other.
They build their portfolio. They're starting to build their portfolio as well.
Yeah,
So.
the LinkedIn, and that's always I like to mention in the workshops in the classroom, that the first networking is the classroom they're creating, because you might not know, maybe your classmate or your college classmate and friend can endorse you later on to recommend you for a job. So it's a very important activity for them to start creating this networking skill, especially with all, internet, online accessibility. As humans, we tend to probably lose the personal and human connection that is so important when it comes to find a job.
Yeah, and the culture itself is important. I think it's something that you both have worked hard at. I know, Eric, you worked hard, especially with creating the game lounge, to make sure that the students have a fun, welcoming, safe environment. Talk a little bit about that and the feedback that we've gotten from the students on that.
So the game lounge is a safe environment, but also a playful environment. But you can also eat your lunch there. So it's kind of a combination of your your lunchroom, but also like your game room. Where you can just unwind, and just eat your food and have fun. So I actually have Pac-Man. We have Pac-Man, a little arcade, game system there. Uno. We have cards. We have a bunch of games where students can just come and play and have a good time and unwind. So come on by the 203 Game Lounge.
Monica, how is the market in terms of our programs? What does the market look like for our students seeking careers?
Well, very encouraging, and it's fast growing. So I would just like to invite all the audience listening to us and our students that healthcare has been a growing fast environment, and that even though we had COVID and the pandemic and all that, the demand of jobs never stopped, and in fact has increased. So I always get employers reaching out from different programs: dental assistant, medical assistant, radiology, MRIs, END, electroneurodiagnostics. So they always have this contact and request more presence of students in their jobs. So I just want to make sure that you guys know that there's a high demand in the program that you are in. We're preparing now our IT students, our business students. So the demand is there, the market is growing, and I think the adaptability that we want from our students also is important. With AI and all the growing tools that we have, the hope is that the market definitely will keep that demand in our jobs, to make sure that we are also getting good professionals to go into the lines of this new high demand. So yeah, you just have to make yourself available and follow the guides that Career Services will give you, and then that way you can find your job and also keep it over time. And we have great graduates working now for the past years, and now they were promoted to bigger positions, and they come to us as well, and they want us to work with them and request more of our students, or they also work with us. So I think that's a big proof of how much the students get connected with the school and the job placement that we have, for sure.
Yeah, and before we get to the job placement, because that's a pretty high number, what services are provided to the students so they can get to that stage of being placed within their field?
Yeah, all the students are available through the Career Services LibGuide online website that it's available throughout their student portal. And there they can find, first of all, templates for the resume. I have a tailored template for each program. I have interview questions, how to build your LinkedIn, how to prepare for the interview, your professional attires. Throughout our social media, we've been posting videos also on how to wear professionally, your scrubs, how to prepare yourself for the job interview, do's and don'ts at the workplace. And ultimately, you can definitely meet with me one-on-one, and students do that every week. I meet with students every week, every other day, pretty much, or every day, about the mock interview. We had a group mock interview last year with business students with one of our teachers from ESL director help us. Ben, he was the interviewer, I'm the candidate, and then we bring a position. We did for 25 minutes video showing case the questions that you might get that day. They get to see in live the body language I use, the communication skill that is required, and how does it play the role of the interview. So with all of this, the students get to see in practice also, and when I meet with them one-on-one, I can give a specific feedback on not only what the interview is about, it's also how they gain more confidence and a better answer that ultimately give them the chance to continue the interview process. So it's encouraging to see the day before we practice, the day after they tell me, Monica, that was the exact same question I had in the interview. Thank you, I just got the job. So that's very rewarding to me too. And I definitely like to engage with the students in our workshops too. We have employer visits, we have career fairs, we have LinkedIn headshots. So I plan that whole year throughout the events per campus, make sure all the students have the same resources, and ultimately the idea for them is to continue the relationship with me after they graduate. At any point they want to have a resume review, we can do that. Or if they need me to practice another interview for other job, we can definitely do that as well. And that's the way we like to keep our graduates also engaged with the school.
And as the students go through their time here with us, Eric, in and Student Services, you're the one that's responsible for some of the events or holiday happenings. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we're really inclusive here and very diverse as well. So we love events, right?
Yes.
So we're actually going to celebrate Valentine's Day next week and phlebotomy recognition week. And then what else? We're also going to celebrate Black History Month. March is Mental Health Awareness Month. And we're actually going to celebrate Student Services Month next month. New events with full of resources and awareness.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then we have graduation coming up in June as well.
Yes, graduation is coming up. Information is located in your student portal. Just click on graduation. It will be June 27th, Saturday, but we're still under the development process, so details will be coming soon.
And once we get to the point of graduation, what now is our placement rate? Because I know it's pretty high for placing our students in the career that they've chosen.
Yes, we make sure all programs get the 70% and higher. Some other programs get until 100% placement. So we want you to be part of that portion. The lines of the employers also and feedback we get after they graduate, it's amazing. You can find comments on and feedback from our employers on our website. They always have a high standard for job opportunities, so we make sure that the student get the skills they require, and the professionalism component that has been something Career Services has developed throughout the years, and make a lot of emphasis on that, because you can be the best MRI technician, you can have the best abilities to have a resume and all that, but if you do not develop the skills of professionalism, you might not be able to sustain a job over time. So part of that 70% and 80% and 100% of placement comes with the past. I mean, it sustains over time, right? Because we want you to get the job, but stay there for a long term. We don't want you just to get the job and then just maybe find another one in 3 months. So that's something very important to mention. And yeah, it's very encouraging to hear from employers' feedback. We make sure we also evaluate the performance of our grads and their job places, and the testimonials that you can find available on our website, and also you can find them, in our social media, are a clear example on how the students are in the field, and that's something I definitely would invite you to check it out.
Absolutely. Finishing up, anything that students need to know?
Well, since we're still on the topic, graduation, if you do know of a keynote speaker, please reach out to me. We're looking for a keynote speaker right now. What else? I think that's it on
We
my...
talk about the binders and forms.
So if you're looking, yeah, so the Student Services website, if you're looking for your scrubs, your order ID forms, tutoring form, all of those forms are listed on the site. And then in your classrooms, I have created a barcode. Each department will have a barcode listed in there, as well as like resources. Just scan the barcode and it'll direct you to the actual site.
And anything students need to know on your behalf?
Well, I would invite all students to reach out the career services at mccollege.edu email if you want me to check your resume. I also have a link on my email under the signature, so you can book an appointment with me right away so we can discuss your career goals and interview process. And ultimately invite all the audience and students to upcoming career fair, May 20th at our Evergreen Park campus. We'll have another one for LaSalle in October. And that day also we can have our headshots for our LinkedIn, and big employers will be there for our dental assistant program, medical assistant program, for our sterile processing and surgical tech programs in Evergreen Park. So I'm much looking forward to see our students there. It's a really fun campus with Ms. Green. We have a karaoke machine too. We have our moment of, network with employers. So definitely I'm looking forward to place everyone there before their graduation, so don't miss out. We'll send more information to your email so you can sign up and register for the career fair. And we have a raffle too that day, so you want to participate in that event.
Also, keep a lookout for the new domestic student ambassadors. We actually had their interviews today, and they got accepted. We took videos and pictures, so keep a lookout.
We've done some information on student ambassadors before, but provide that information again.
So if you're interested in becoming a student ambassador, so the deadline is done for this specific term, I believe, but you do have the next one coming in 6 months. So if you are interested in becoming a domestic student ambassador, please reach out to either the Director of Admissions, Erin Hughes, or the admissions team, or you can reach out to me as well, and I can connect you with them as well. So I do actually work closely with them.
Yeah, that program is amazing actually. We have so many students that come with these ideas and creativity, and they like to engage with other students. They come to talk in the orientation class. So, and then you're already working on your networking skills and communication.
Building your portfolio.
Yeah.
And you make sure employers get to see you too. So I encourage everyone to participate in the program too.
It's a very important program, and I've seen some of the students firsthand how they are already working on their managing skills within their program, especially in Naperville. They do a lot of stuff helping their fellow students. They get a good sense of what it's going to be out in the real world when you're working in a group of people that you at some point may end up leading. So, and you're already building those skills here.
And happy to share that we actually chose Naperville candidates. So we do have a domestic ambassador for Naperville. We have one for LaSalle, and we have one for Evergreen Park.
And actually, one more thing about that is when you are asked in your interview about a specific project or you were part of a program, that is exactly the information you want to provide, that you were an ambassador of the school, that you connect the community, the students. You were told also to manage your time. So you can talk so much more about one project that you had, which ultimately showcase your personality, your abilities, your commitment, your long-term direction. So that's something you want to talk about in your interview.
And let me give you an example. So our domestic student ambassador, Latifah Griffin, came up with a great club, the Tooth Club. So she actually was able to get a partnership with Colgate, Listerine, and was able to get free goodies, and she's going to utilize that for her portfolio.
Yeah, and she's about to finish the program and already got job offers, I'm sure.
So proud of you.
Yes, woohoo.
So congratulations to everyone. This was a fun episode. I hope you guys had fun. Thank you for doing it.
Thank you for
Yeah,
having
Always
us.
you
like
for
to have you
having
guys here. Maybe we can do this on a regular basis.
Of course.
For sure, we will. Stay tuned for more.
Stay tuned.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. Thank you. You can follow us on YouTube, Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. So we're out there, and please provide us with your feedback. We'd love to hear from you and talk to you on the next episode. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.